Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 18 here on this channel. Now in today's episode we've got part number 7 of my career walkthrough and we're in France for the Le Mans circuit race. Now this is a very tough circuit, not one of my favourites. I've struggled on this circuit in the past. Now we have made a few upgrades on the bike in the last episode, so hopefully we can carry on building up our development points and keep on improving, but it's not going to be easy. So let's get straight into qualifying and see if we can get a decent spot on the grid. So here we go. Milestone, what have you done to the PS4 version? This is virtually broken. It's glitching all the time, some of the images are blurry, and it crashes on autopilot nearly all the time. Watch this. This is an absolute joke. How the hell are you supposed to play it like this? I've got no idea. I'm getting frustrated. I've heard there's actually an update coming on the 22nd of June, so hopefully they address some of these issues because this is just an absolute nightmare. And again on autopilot. Oh, he actually stayed on the bike this time, but that should not happen. Right, let's see if we can put in a lap. But the one thing I'm finding, I'm making adjustments to the bike, but I'm not getting the reaction I'm expecting on the adjustments I make. It just doesn't feel right. It's been glitching a lot as well around this circuit. It's just been an awful day so far. The PS4 version is a million miles away being finished, and they do need to address the issues. Oh my god, not again! Right, so we've reset qualifying, and let's see if that makes any difference on the autopilot on the flying lap. Nope, it's still crashing. I'm just going to have to do, just come out the pits for a lap and just see if I can set a lap like that, because at this rate, I'm not getting anywhere. Right, so we're 0.4 off the time. That's a little bit better. Right, let's try and get nicely into that turn. It's not wanting to turn, except, oh, I'm going to give up in a minute. Last corner over the finish line. Can we actually put a clean lap in? And yes, we get third. Oh, finally, we've actually set a lap. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's not easy getting this bike round this circuit in the way it's handling. It's not easy, but we'll go another lap and see if we can improve. Right, try and get nicely through this chicane. Oh, that was not bad. Oh, right onto the curb. Let's see if we can just maintain this. We seem to be good in the first couple of sectors. Yes, we're up on the time. I will take that. Get nicely tight onto the curb again. It just doesn't seem to want to turn in. It doesn't matter what I adjust on the bike. Right, let's get nicely tight, get the inside. See if we can get up on the time again at this second sector. And Martin's time is a 1:42.7. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that. And we just dropped a little bit of time right this corner, which we've struggled on all morning. Round the turn, and oh, for God's sake, man, this is a joke. Right, guys, so we took third in the qualifying. We've just up one clean lap. I've got no idea how this race is going to go, guys. It's going to probably be terrible. I'm going to try my best to battle through all the issues I'm having with the glitching, the handling. Hopefully, we can at least get in the top 10. Let's just get straight into the race. Here I go.
What's going on, race fans tuning in today? We are joining you from the Le Mans circuit for live coverage of the Moto2 race at the Grand Prix of France. As you can tell from the footage we're broadcasting from the track, we're looking forward to great weather for the race. It was a long weekend for the Moto3 riders, but finally the showdown is here. We are coming to you from the starting grid. There's just a few minutes to go before the race begins. The French Grand Prix. The riders are spread out on the grid. The light will soon go out, and the Le Mans race will begin.
Right, so here we go with round 5 in France around the Le Mans circuit. Can we actually get a result after all those problems in qualifying? It's not going to be easy. Let's see if we can get a good start. That wasn't too bad. Are we going to be able to beat Canet and Martin on the straight? I don't think we are, because their bikes are slightly better than ours. We're holding that inside, side by side with Canet. Are we going to hold it into this turn? Oh, Martin dived in there, but we've managed just to leave up braking a bit late. Are we going to be able to get in there? Right onto the apex. turn it over onto the apex again. Oh, what a perfect start to round 5 in France. But are we going to be able to hold on to it? It's not going to be easy. There's going to be moments that I'm going to really struggle trying to hold it nice and tight there. Oh, the back end of the bike almost stepped out there. You can really see how much I'm struggling to deal with this bike, but we've just got to live with it at the moment. Right, just trying to hold it around that turn again. The bike is not reacting how I would like, and I'm really struggling to get it tight into those turns. Right, this is one that I really struggled on. Please don't come off here. Just hold it. Really slowing down. Oh, just got a bit of contact from Jorge Martin there on the back wheel as I turn into there. I'm not the quickest around that turn because I'm struggling with the handling. Right, this is an area where I'm not too bad, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage and get a little bit of breathing space. Right, slow it down, keep it nice and smooth on the tarmac, turn it over. Oh, that was perfect. I will take that. And we've just managed to just pull away slightly. There's about half a second between us and second. I will take that for this first lap. But we still got another 4 laps to go, and you know that is going to be a very challenging thing to hold on to this. Right, coming to the last couple of corners, this is another area where I was struggling so much in qualifying, just trying to keep it smooth. Oh, that wasn't too bad, but really struggling there, and hopefully we don't have too many issues there. Right, so we go into the second lap, and I can hear Jorge Martin coming up behind me. He's probably going to catch up. Or no, actually looking at the leaderboard, it's someone else that's managed to get into second place. Right, let's slow it down into this tricky section. Turn 3 and turn 4 can be very tough. That's not too bad through there again. Again, the back end stepping out there right onto the curb, but just managing to hold it. Right, so let's keep this nice and tight. Back off the power and slowly accelerate. That was a bit smoother that time. We're starting to get used to that back end wanting to step out. Right, again, this corner can be very tough. Let's try and get a bit tighter this time because we keep going really wide. Again, not as tight as I'd like, but we're managing to hold on to lead. And here comes, oh my God, there goes Della Porta, and he's managed to get past. Can we just slow it down and take that position back? Be careful. No, he's going to have a better run, and we're just being pushed out by 4 riders. There you go. We've just absolutely been mugged in that corner, and we're down to 5th. That is how it goes when you can't steer into a corner and carry the speed, and we've been totally done. But can we react here? We seem to be quick through here, going up the inside. Can we take a couple of places? Oh, just squeeze down the inside of Canet there. He's not going to like that. And can we get back past Della Porta? Right, slow it down, get nicely into that turn, and try and get a better drive out this corner. Just trying to keep it nice and tight again. Really struggling. Oh, a little bit of a niggle there, but nothing too bad. Right, this corner can be challenging. Right onto the apex again. Just really struggling to get him tight into that turn. Right onto the curb. And that wasn't as great, but we have gone into the 3rd lap, still leading, but not by much. Now we've just got to be a little bit better through this section just to see if we can pull away, and the fastest lap's gone in, and it's a 1:43.8. So at the moment we're not running as fast as qualifying, which is a surprise. I thought the race would be slightly quicker, but hopefully that will save my grace, and hopefully I can get some points out of this race. But we've got to stay on the bike. We can't afford any real errors. Right, just trying to keep it smooth again. The back end's almost stepping out every time into that turn. It just does not like it. Right, backing off the power again, slowing it down, trying to get nice and tight in, and we've gone really wide. I can see 2 markers, 2 bikes are going to come up the inside. Who is it? It's Canet. So Canet's managed to squeeze past, and he's into the lead. These places in this race are changing thick and fast, but can we hold it in the inside there? Let's try and keep a nice smooth run. No, we're going to drop a few places again, and it's Jorge Martin that gets the last touch just to push us a little bit wider. But this time we didn't lose as much distance, and we're going side by side with Jorge Martin in the slipstream. Can we just get in the inside into this turn? Again, we're better through this section, and we've got in there a little bit fast. Right onto the curb, and Canet's gone back past down the outside, and we're going to have to take another inside run here. Let's try and be good on the brakes again and take the lead. Oh my God, this race is very eventful. Who is going to win this? as long as I finish in the top 10, I am not bothered, because I've had so many problems in the qualifying session. I would take that now. Right, let's just try and hold it. So it's a little bit tighter there again. Onto the curb. That wasn't great, but we've managed to get through that turn and we've gone over the finish line. Still not running the pace that we had in qualifying, but we're still in the lead going into the fourth lap. Are we going to be able to hold on to this? This is going to be insane, this race. It's probably going to change quite a few times before we get to the last lap. Right, let's try and be good on the brakes again into this section. Just trying to keep a nice smooth run, and that wasn't too bad. Again, trying to stay off those curbs because we don't want to lose that back end at all. Right, let's try and keep this nice and tight and see if we can just hold it. Gone really wide. We're giving them the opportunity to come up the inside. No one took the opportunity there, and we've managed to hold on to it. Right, let's just try and keep a nice tight line through this corner. It's one of the corners I struggle on, and that was much smoother. That was much better. We're just trying to adapt to the handling, and let's see if we can hold on to it through this turn. This is the one where we keep dropping loads of places. Let's see if we can just hold on. We've gone in there reasonably quick and managed to get round, but we've overrun it into that turn and someone's going to take advantage and we've lost a place. But I will take that because we know we can be good in this section. So let's see if we can just take the lead back, slow it down. Let's try not to overrun it this time, and that was much better. Fantastic, but just onto the curb there. But if we can just be in this position coming into that final lap, we have got a chance to actually win this race, which is absolutely insane considering the trouble we've had with all the glitching. It seems to glitch quite a bit around this turn, and I struggle. Let's see if we can just get a smooth run again. Really struggling. That wasn't too bad, but managed to stay off the curb that time. Right, so we go into the final lap, and that was our fastest lap of the race with a 1:43.8, still about a second off the pace in qualifying. But you know, these things happen because we're all slowing down each other. Right, we've got to nail it this time, and we've got a little bit too hot into that turn. Oh, is someone going to come flying? Oh, I think we just got pushed slightly there out wide, but we've managed to get back onto the circuit. Right, so let's just try and fight back. Can we take the inside? No, we've gone into there too quick. That is not the idea. And we've gone onto the curb again. Really trying to push this bike. We really don't want to throw this away if we can hold on to it. Let's just try and go up the inside again. But that is not going to work because we're going to lose the pace coming out the turn. And the back end stepping out slightly there. And we've dropped that position. We've got a massive group of riders behind us. Are we going to be able to hold on to this? This is going to be such a close ending here. Let's try and keep this nice and tight. See if we can not lose a place. No, we haven't lost a place, but are we going to get slipstreamed? I don't think we are, but we have lost a bit of ground on the leader. Can we just squeeze a little bit out of this bike into the final sector? Can we do it through here? We know we've got the pace through here, right onto the curb, and again just trying to turn it nice and quick. Oh, that was nicely done. We stayed off the curb. Are we going to be able to get up the inside? We're going to make a dive up the inside, be good on the brakes, but are we going to just lose the pace into this left-hander? No, we've managed to hold on to it, but he's right coming in the inside, and it's made contact, and my back end almost stepped out there. It's going to go to the final corners. We've gone in the inside, but a bit of contact. Oh no, the back end stepped out. I've gone across. That's going to be a penalty. Oh, I haven't got a penalty. Why haven't I got a penalty? Oh, what happened there? I should have been penalised for that. I do apologise for that, guys. Why the hell I didn't get a penalty for that last turn? I mean, the penalty system is on, but that's another issue I've had with the game. The penalty system, it either works or it doesn't. There's no consistency at all. I should have dropped quite a few places in that, but it was a great battle considering how much I struggled in that qualifying. I'm hoping that the update on Friday fixes some of these issues because I am really struggling to enjoy this game, and I want this to be a good series on the channel. I've done these MotoGP walkthroughs for the last 3 or 4 years. I do not want to give up on this, but please, Milestone, give us a break. Right, we're just going to check out some of the highlights from that last race, so here we go. Right, so here we go with the final lap. We're just going to check out some of the highlights because it was quite a close battle at the end. There was loads of changes of positions. There was more than one rider that was in the fight for the win. It's just a shame that it was ruined by that corner cut at the end, and again I do apologise for that, but I should have been penalised. But right at the start there was contact into that chicane and I got forced out and I actually did drop a position, but I tried to battle back early on, and as you can see I got nice in the inside, but I ran it out a little bit wider and then I lost the position again. I'm literally riding right onto the curbs here, and I was really struggling to maintain a decent pace, but again I managed to get past, and then again I lost the position, but I wasn't going to give up, and I managed to get in his slipstream and try and make a move in this turn, which I struggled on in qualifying and throughout the race. But again I didn't get the speed that I would have liked around that corner. Really struggled. The suspension just was not responding around those corners at all, and I wasn't carrying the same speed that I usually would on previous MotoGP games. But in this section I seem to have the pace through here, and again I made my move, got a good drive down that section, and I knew if I could get into this corner and be good on the brakes I could take the position back. So I dived in the inside, slowed it down and managed to make the pass, which was nice and clean. But this is where it all goes wrong, as I went a bit wider, bit of contact, was forced in a different position, but I knew I had the inside going into this corner. But as I've run it out, it kicks on the curb, which just forces me in a tight angle, and this is where I should have got penalised, and we're going to check that out again. Right, so here we are on board going into that final corner, and as you can see there is contact there, but as I've gone on the curb, look, it kicks out and it forces me at an angle that I couldn't correct. Again, I should have been penalised, but these things happen. Right, so that brings us to the end of the episode, guys, and we have got some development points to spend, and I'm going to spend them on the frame. Now, the handling of the bike in the qualifying session and the race, it was awful. I really struggled. I know it's not going to be perfect because obviously that's the reason why you've got to start from the bottom and build up all these points to make the bike better, but it was so bad that any adjustment I made just made it worse. So hopefully with these adjustments it will be a little bit better in the next race, and by then hopefully we've had the update, we'll address some of the other issues. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate if you put a like on the video and leave your comments in the tab below, and I will see you soon. Next time we are in Italy, and that is a fantastic circuit, so let's hope for much better. See you later, guys.